So very good morning, students. So today we will be discussing the quantity estimation of concrete roads. Okay, concrete roads as well as the second type of roads. After concrete road, we have one more type of road. Okay, we will be learning how to estimate regarding the materials of a concrete road. Okay. So how many type of roads do you have? You are learning in your pavement design, right? How many types of roads? Depending upon their rigidity or their strength, how can you classify your roads? Two types, basically two types. Can you name the two types of roads?
Flexible, flexible and rigid.
Yes, correct, 100%. So we have flexible type of pavement or road, and we have rigid. Okay, so this concrete road comes under which type?
Rigid.
Rigid, no, because it is hard. It is very stiff compared to your other bituminous road. It is very stiff. So we consider concrete road as a rigid pavement. Okay. So the concrete pavement generally consists of what? So you can read over here. As you have learned, it consists of a subgrade, sub base, and a concrete slab. Okay. So your road is nothing but a concrete slab. So based on your requirements, we may provide some reinforcement inside it. Yes, so I hope you are learning it in your design of pavement subject. So it may have a cement concrete layer and one layer of a WBM. So what do you mean by this WBM? Can you recall? Can anyone recall what do you mean by this WBM? No, WBM? I'll give you a hint. This is water. W is water. What about B and M?
Waterborne macadam, sir.
Yes, correct. So it is water-bound macadam. So you use water, okay, for binding the materials. So it is water-bound macadam. So various materials may be used, okay, and at the top you always have a cement layer. Okay, at the top you have a cement layer. So let us learn how you exactly estimate your road quantity. Okay, so this is a first example wherein you can see you have your subgrade at the bottom. Okay, this is your subgrade at the bottom. So subgrade is made up of concur metal. Concur metal 20 centimeter thick. So this thickness is 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter thick, compacted to 15 centimeter. So earlier it was 20 centimeter which was laid. 20 centimeter we lay and then we compact it to 15 centimeters. So initially it was 20 centimeters. After compaction it has become 15 centimeters. But while estimation we take the 20 centimeter itself. Okay, the laying quantity we take. Okay, 20 centimeter we have to take, not the 15 centimeter which is after compaction. Okay, so what do you mean by concur? What do you mean by concur? It is a Hindi word, I guess, right? Anyone? Concur, concur patthar. What do you mean by concur? Anyone? No idea? It is nothing but aggregate, okay? It is a type of aggregate, a large size aggregate, you can tell. Okay, concur. Nothing but some type
So
of,
concur gravel.
yes, 100% correct. So it is gravel. Gravel or aggregate you can generally call as concur. Okay, so they have used 20 centimeter for laying. Okay, 20 centimeter thick they have laid and then they have compacted it to 15 centimeters. Okay, so remember this. Next, on top of your subgrade, you have your CC pavement, cement concrete pavement of 1:3:6. So what is the thickness over here? Can you see 15 centimeter thickness? This thickness is 15 centimeter. And the width of your road, it is 5 meter. Okay, 5 meter from here to here. Observe from where it is. It is not from the end. It is a bit shorter compared to your subgrade, right? And what is that offset? How much is the offset? Offset is 15 centimeters, which is given over here. You can observe. So your offset is 15 centimeter. So what is the total width now of the subgrade? Total width considering the 15 centimeter. How much is it? 5.3, correct? 5 meters plus offset over here and offset over here. So this is 5.3. Okay, so this is regarding your cross section of a road. Now, we have to estimate the cost of construction, okay, of 1 kilometer long CC road. Okay, so the length is how much? Length L is equals to 1 kilometer. Okay, now it is 5 meter wide. Okay, B is equals to 5 meter and 15 centimeter is the thickness, that is D. Okay, so this is regarding your concrete, the top surface. We have subgrade, so we have to learn how to estimate the subgrade, and then the material laying quantity, and then the compaction also you have to calculate. So let us move on and look into detail how we do that exactly. So the first thing, starting from bottom, we have a subgrade. Right at the bottom we have subgrade. So it is made up of what? Concur metal 20 centimeter thick. So you have to write whatever it is made up of. So it is made up of concur metal 20 centimeter thick. Okay, and then compacted to 15 centimeter. So as I've told you, we have to take 20 centimeter itself, not 15. Okay, whatever is the laying quantity or the laying thickness, that we have to consider. So depth, as I've told you, 0.2. Length, they have mentioned 1 kilometer. Okay, 1 kilometer. So in meters, it will be 1000. And what about the width? As I've shown here, it is 5.3. Width is 5.3. Okay, number will be 1. Okay, only one number of road. It is a single lane road. Okay, not a double lane. So 1 into 1000 into B into D will give you your quantity. Okay, so this is for subgrade. Now for laying and consolidation of concur metal, the same thing. Okay, now we have what we have done, we have calculated the quantity which is required for a subgrade. Okay, quantity of concur metal. Now what is the quantity that we need to consolidate? We have to calculate. Okay, so some quantity we need to consolidate, right? What is that quantity we need to consolidate? So it is nothing but the same thing, 1 into 1000 into 5.3 into 0.2. This is your material required, and this is the labor component. Okay, this is your labor component. It is the same thing. Okay, this is, you have to write to calculate how much quantity of material is required, and this is to determine how much amount of quantity you need to consolidate, lay and consolidate. This is labor component, this is material component. Okay, both are same thing, they have written separately. Okay. After the second thing, the last thing is your cement concrete, the topmost layer, cement concrete. Now what is the length? 1 kilometer. What is the width given? 5 meter. And what is the thickness? Thickness is 15 centimeters given over here. 15 centimeter thick thickness, a thick CC road. Okay, so one number of road. So multiply all of this, you will get your quantity, 750 meter cube. Okay, so after this is ready, then you can prepare your abstract. Okay, you can prepare your abstract. Rates have not been given, but it will be given in your exam. Okay, so just quantity you write down. What is the supply quantity? As I've told you, first component is the material component, right? Supply of concur metal, material is 1060 meter cube. So material quantity into rate will give you your amount. So that is the supply cost, that is. And this is what? This is the laying cost, laying and consolidation cost. So how much we have to lay and consolidate? The same quantity we have to lay and we have to consolidate. Okay, so what is the consolidation rate? It is 30 rupees per meter cube, 30 rupees per meter cube. So how much is the cost total, 31,800. Okay, so I hope you are understanding. Next, cement concrete 1:3:6, 750 meter cube, which you have calculated, multiplied by the rate, you'll get a quantity. Then add all of these. Then you add 3% contingencies, 2% work charge establishment, and calculate the grand total. Okay, so this is regard.
Direct
Yes.
5% ತೊಗೊಬೋದಲ್ಲ sir? 3%, 2% ತೊಗೊಬೋದು.
But you have to mention 3% for contingencies, 2% for work charge ಅಂತ mention ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು. If you write directly 5%, what that 5% is of, you cannot write down description. Okay, so you have to mention separately. So for contingencies, you have kept this much amount. For work charge establishment, you have kept this much separate amount. Okay, so do not combine and write as 5%. But keep in mind, totally 5% you have to add extra. Okay, so is this numerical clear, guys? Is this numerical clear? Please let me know whether you have understood. The first, if you understand this thing, then rest all the things are same. But the quantity and measurement will be, material will be different. The pavement cross section will be different, but the method of quantity estimation is the same. Right, so have you understood, guys? Yes or no? Are you in sleep?
Yes, sir.
Okay, others?
Yes, sir.
Others also, I need others to reply. Don't go back to sleep. Kiran, Kishore has some doubt. Yes, Kishore.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Understood. Okay. Okay. Bharati has understood. Okay, no problem. Now we shall move on to the next numerical. Okay. Estimate the cost of the following item of work for the concrete road measuring 4 meter wide. So the width of your concrete road is 4 meter, which is given over here. Then length is 1 kilometer. L, capital L is 1 kilometer. No problem. Now let us look into the cross section. Okay, so the subgrade or the sub base that they are using is an existing asphalt road. You have an existing flexible pavement. On top of that, you are laying your CC road. Okay, so existing asphalt road, and on top of that you have a cement concrete, a layer of 1:4:8. You can observe it is this cement concrete layer. Then on top of that you have your cement concrete top layer of 1:2:4. Okay, so this is 15 centimeter thick. Okay, so you have two layers of concrete, one layer of existing asphalt road. So this is regarding your cross section. Now, so further some details they have given. Let us just go through those details. So cement concrete 1:4:8, that is this one, the bottom concrete, using 40 mm size granite filling of depression filling and leveling the existing asphalt road. So because this asphalt road is flexible, right, to make to provide a stiff basement for your top layer, they are providing this cement layer so that your top layer has some support to stand on. If you directly lay your top layer on your asphalt road, it will start to crumble, it will start to bend, and rutting will start to happen because the base is not strong. So we need to provide a strong base with a cement concrete of 1:4:8. So they are using 40 mm size granite filling, okay, for doing that. Then take 0.25 meter cube for 100 square meter. So you can observe over here, they have not given the thickness. The thickness of this layer is not mentioned, but they have given this quantity. Take 0.25 meter cube for 100 square meter, meaning for every meter cube, for every 0.25 meter cube, meaning for every quarter meter cube, we have to take for every 100 square meter, okay, for every area of 100 square meter, for area of every 100 square meter, we have to lay how much? 0.25 meter cube. We have to lay 0.25 meter cube. This is meter cube, cubic meters. Okay, so what is the depth now? Depth is equals to what? This total volume by area. Volume by area. Volume is 0.25. Volume is 0.25 divided by 100. 0.25 by 100. What is the quantity? Can anyone calculate and tell me? What is the depth now? Calculate in mm. Sorry, not in mm. Calculate in centimeter. Okay, so you can see here. Sorry, in meter cube itself. Meter cube. In meter cube. So this is your depth. 0.25 by 100. Because they have not given depth directly over here, they have given some quantity over here. From this, we need to calculate our depth. So remaining things they have given, depth and all of those things are mentioned. Only this thing was a bit tricky. Okay, so the top layer is 1:2:4, as I've told you, using 12.5 size and 25 to 40 mm size. All these are aggregate size. Okay, and ratio of 1:2 for bearing coat at the rate. Okay, rate is also provided. Now we have to consider expansion joints. Okay, expansion joints we have to consider, that is longitudinal and in transverse direction. Okay, in longitudinal direction as well as transverse direction. So 12 meter wide and 10 centimeter deep. So they have given some specification for your expansion joints and how many we have to consider. Take transverse joints at 10 meter apart. So at every 10 meter interval, we have to provide our transverse joint. At every 10 meter interval, we have to provide our transverse joint. Okay, longitudinal joint will come throughout your length. Okay, and the transverse joint has to be provided for every 10 meters. So we have to calculate totally how many number of transverse joints we need to provide. Okay, from this number we can calculate, no problem. So the length of a road is 1 kilometer, width is 4 meter. Okay, rest all things are given. Depth we have calculated of this layer is 0.25 by 100. Depth of this layer, okay, they have given the average depth as 15 centimeter. Okay, no need to take, no need to calculate this height, then this height separately. They have given us the average height as 15 centimeter. Then this is our existing asphalt road. We'll calculate the rate for that, that also, no problem. Then moving on. So looking into your calculation part. So first thing is your asphalt road calculation, asphalt road. Okay, asphalt road. So number is 1, right? Only one lane we have. Length is 1000, that is 1 kilometer, and breadth is 4 meters, that is given in a question. This is the depth, okay, which we have calculated. Multiply all of this, you will get the quantity in meter cube. Okay, no problem. Now providing and laying cement concrete to 1:2:4 using this aggregate sizes. Okay, granite. You are using granite as aggregate here. So one number of lane 1000. Okay, 1000 is the length, 4 is the width, and 0.15 is the depth of that layer. So L into B into D into number will give you your quantity 600 meter cube. Next, expansion joint filler. Okay, expansion joint. We need to calculate now the number of longitudinal joints, okay, and the number of transverse joint. So longitudinal joint will be provided continuously. So you can observe they have given one number, okay, of longitudinal joint, and it is provided throughout your length. Okay, throughout your length. So it is 1000. So your length is 1000 meters, right? So it is provided throughout. So totally the length of longitudinal joint is 1000 meters. So number of transverse joints. So as I've told you, we have to provide every 10 meters. So 1000 is the length divided by 10 minus 1. 1000 is the length of your road divided by 10, the interval minus 1. And we have got that 99 number of transverse joint, we have to provide 99. Okay, so 99 into 4. 99 into 4, that is the width of your pavement. This is the width of your pavement. Okay, so this is the total meters of transverse joints that we need to provide. So it is 396 meters. So let me just draw if you are getting confused. So suppose this is your road. This is your road. Okay, 4 meter in width and 1 kilometer in length. 1 kilometer in length, and this is our 4 meter width. So transverse joints are provided in this fashion, right? Transverse joint at every 10 meters. At every 10 meters. So what is the length of this? Length of each bar? Length of each bar is 4 meters, right? 4 meters. So number of bars is 99, which we have calculated. So 99 into 4, 99 into 4 will give you the total length of transverse joint. Okay, and longitudinal joint will run throughout. Longitudinal joint. So length is 1000 and only one number. So 1 into 1000 will give you 1000 meter. Okay, this is for longitudinal joint, and then we have one transverse joint. Okay, so this is regarding your second numerical, and after calculation we are left out with your abstract. So quantities we have calculated, quantity into rate. Quantity into rate will give you your amount. Okay, similarly for all the other things, you have to multiply by the rate which is given, calculate the total, add 3% and 5%, and write the grand total. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? Any doubt? No problem. Others? Half of them are asleep, back into bed, I guess. Are you there? Are you there with me, guys? Are you following? Okay. So this depth 0.25 by 100 is for existing asphalt road. Okay, as I've I think I have mentioned it is for CC road. It is not for CC road. It is for this depth is for this which we have calculated as 0.25 by 100. This is the depth for existing asphalt road.
Sir,
Correct?
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿ?
ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ.
This part I should explain or this part?
ಸರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಇದು this description I should explain.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
Okay. Cross section you have understood? Cross section?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
Okay. So in cross section you can observe they have given this 4 meter width. Okay, 4 meter width of your 4 meter width of your pavement, and then we have at the base your existing asphalt road. On top of that we have laid one layer of CC concrete of 1:4:8 to provide support for a top layer, that is 1:2:4. So 15 centimeter thick is this thing. Okay, average thickness. Also this layer is also 15 centimeter thick. Okay, so we are in exam they'll provide you in detail, but here they have missed it. But we will be taking 15 centimeter, okay, which is for this. The same thing will be adopting over here. 15. This is also 15. So this thing they have not provided. This height they have not provided. Thickness of your existing asphalt road. So what we will do is, so here you can read the cement concrete 1:4:8 using this material, say using granite filling, okay, on and leveling on the existing asphalt road. So take 0.25 meter cube for 100 square meter. We have to take 0.25 meter cube for 100 square meter. So you have 100 square meter of road which you have to prepare. Okay, 100 square meter of, for every 100 square meter of road which you have to prepare, you have to put how much amount of concrete, you have to put 0.25 cubic meter, 0.25 meter cube or cubic meter amount of concrete for every 100 square meter of road. Okay, for every 100 square meter of road. So they have given you volume, they have given you area, surface area. So how can you calculate depth? Depth will be equal to volume by area, right? Volume by area. So 0.25 by 100 is your depth. So that is what they have used over here. 0.25 by 100. Okay. So as I've told you, so this is for your existing asphalt road. Then on top of that, we have a cement concrete, right? Cement concrete of 1:4:8. Okay, and then they have described what materials they have used. They have used granite filling, okay, granite filling of 40 mm. So no need of understanding this in detail, no problem. Just as they have given, you have to write that in your description over here in particulars. Okay, whatever material they are using, that only you have to copy and write over here. Okay, the main part we are concerned with is calculation. Main part is calculation. Do not go wrong here. Even if you write something wrong over here, it is no problem. The main thing, your material quantity should be correct. Okay, so this is for cement.
ಸರ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅದು 1000 ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Length, your length, this 100,000 you are not understanding.
Yes sir, not understood sir. 1000.
So length 1000. This is the length of your road. Okay, length of your road. This is cross section. Okay, cross section is 4 meter width. That is what we have written over here. 4 meter width, no problem. Depth we have calculated, and depth is given in cross section that we have written over here. So in your section, you can see only one lane is there. Right, only one lane is there. So one we have written. That is also not an issue. Okay, number is done, B is done, D is done. Then length. Regarding length, you can read over here. Estimate the cost of the following item of work: concrete road measuring 4 meter wide. So this is B is given over here. Length is given as 1 kilometer. Okay, here you can observe length is given as 1 kilometer. So from here we have got this 1000. Okay, no problem.
Yes sir, yes sir. Understood.
Okay. So after that you have your expansion joint. So the description of your expansion joint is given. Expansion joint with filler with fiber coat for longitudinal and transverse joint. All those things are given. So the main thing which you have to calculate is number of transverse joints. Number of transverse joint, that is total length of your road divided by the interval. The interval is how much? 10 meters. 10 meters minus 1. So how much you'll get? You'll get 99 number of transverse joints. 99 number. And how many number of longitudinal joints? Only one number of longitudinal joint, because it is running throughout. As I've shown you, in this figure. So we have only one longitudinal joint running throughout like this, and then we have number of transverse joints. So that is 99 number of transverse joints. Okay, so here what is there is you have your reinforcement bars, right? Dowel bar, tie bars, and all those things you provide. So we have to calculate the total length of those joints and the bars which we need to provide. Right, so longitudinal joint is 1 in number, 1000 in length. Okay, 1000 in length and only 1 in number. And what about transverse joints? 99 in number, and the length is 4 meter, right? 4 meter is length of one bar. So how many number of bars? 99 number of bars. So 4 into 99, you'll get 396. So total, this is the total length of your joint. Total length of your joint, that is longitudinal joint as well as transverse joint. So rate they have given for this thing, what? For joint as 15 rupees per meter, at 15 rupees per meter. So 31396 into 15 will give you the cost into 15. So that is what you have to write in our abstract. Okay, 1396 into 15. So you have got your cost. Okay, no problem. Any other doubt, please let me know. Clear, guys? No problem. Please let me know if you have understood so that I can move on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving on. So the third numerical. So you can see that this is a different kind of road, different kind of cross section. Okay, so the length is 1 kilometer here. Okay, length is given 1 kilometer. L is equals to 1000. Okay, so it is a cement concrete trench. Okay, cement concrete trench is there in between. You can see you have an opening. Okay, with 80 centimeter track, 80 centimeter track. So this road is your track or your pavement on which you will move or your vehicles will move. Okay, 80 centimeter. So you have two number, 1 and 2. Okay, one at the left side, one at the right side. Okay, with 1.7 centimeter center to center, 1.7 meters center to center. They are spaced 1.7 centimeters center to center. This is the spacing between them. 1.7. So you can see they have drawn center line. Then they have mentioned this distance. Okay, so that road is over 18 centimeter ramped hard gravel for the following given items. Okay, 18 centimeter ramped. So you can observe here 18 centimeter is provided. So 18 centimeter is the base on which your pavement is laid. Okay, 18 centimeter hard gravel. Okay, you can see they have mentioned hard gravel. So this thing and this thing, all of these are your hard gravel. They are 18 centimeter in thickness. Okay, so what about the width? They are 110 centimeter in width. These two, okay, first and the last are 110 centimeter in width. So now what about the center part? Can anyone calculate for me? What is the center width of the central hard gravel? This thing I need. Can anyone calculate for me?
0.9,
What is
sir.
how much?
0.9.
0.9. Okay. How have you arrived at that 0.9? Can you tell me? What is the calculation that you did?
80 by 2, sir. 80 by 2.
80 by 2.
Yes.
80 by 2. How much is it? 40. So this is how much? Is it 40?
Sir.
You are
This
missing
set
out.
the thickness, sir.
You are missing
Minus
this,
of 1.7.
right? So 1.70 meters minus 0.8 by 2. I'll do. Okay. So it will be how much? 0.9.
No, sir. Plus 80 by 2 again.
Plus 80 by 2. So from this, if you minus this half and this half, you will get your width, right? So it will be totally how much? Half of this and half of this will be 80, right? So this, if I do directly minus 0.8, now how much is it? Calculate and tell me how much is it?
0.9, sir.
1.7 minus 0.8 is how much? 0.9. So whatever you have told in the starting was correct, 0.9 meters. So 0.9. Okay, so all the things which we require are there. So let us check whether they have given some description. Okay, they have provided us with some descriptions. So let us go through the description to further understand the problem. Okay, so this is your base. As I've told you, hard gravel base they have provided. On top of that, you have your pavement or your track. Okay, the width of each track is 80 centimeter. We have totally 2 number of tracks. Okay, so the thickness of your track is 15 centimeter. Thickness of your hard gravel is 18 centimeters. Okay, for these two, and for the central hard gravel, it is 15 centimeters. Okay, be careful while substituting. So providing and laying hard gravel, okay, providing and laying this hard gravel, okay, loosely packed for below the cement concrete track. 1/3 height extra allowance for compaction to be made. 1/3 1/3 height extra allowance for compaction to be made. So initially it was 1/3 18 plus 1/3. Okay, it was later compacted to 18 centimeters. So consolidation of hard gravel. So this is the rate which they have provided for consolidation, and the laying rate they have provided. Laying of cement concrete 1:3:6. This thing 1:3:6. This is your concrete. So the laying rate they have provided 2500 per meter cube. Okay, so moving on, let us look into the calculation. Okay, providing and laying. So this is for your base. Okay, this is for a base. So as I've told you, we have to take 1/3 extra. Okay, so after consolidation, it was 18 centimeters. After consolidation, it was 18, but initially it was 18 plus 1/3. Okay, 18 plus 1/3 you have to add to your original consolidated 18. Extra was 1/3, right? They have mentioned in the description. So you have to add 1/3. So 18 plus 1/3 of 18 is 24 centimeters. That is 0.24 meters, right? So depth is 0.24, and how many number? 2 number, right? One at the left side, one at the right side, right below each pavement. Okay, length was 1000. That is the length of your road. Okay, and the breadth is 1.1. So how have you arrived at this 1.1? How have you arrived at this 1.1? So 1.1 is this. Okay, they have provided 1.1. So the number is 2. One number is here, so, and second is here. Sorry, that is the pavement. We are concerned about your hard gravel. So one is over here, this thing, and one is over here. The width is 110 centimeter each. Okay, thickness is 18 centimeter after consolidation, but before consolidation, extra 1/3 height allowance was given. Extra 1/3 height allowance. So we have added 1/3 of 18 centimeters. Okay, so that is there. So this is done. First thing. Then we have one central part also, right? We have one central part hard gravel. So length is 1000, and the breadth, as we have calculated, is 0.9, and the thickness, okay, thickness after consolidation is 15 centimeter, but extra allowance of 1/3 we have to allow, right? 1/3, so it is added, 1/3 of 15 centimeters added to it. So totally 0.2 meters or 20 centimeters is the depth. Okay, so we are done with the base. Right? Hard gravel. So we are done with that. Now consolidation of hard gravel. Consolidation of hard gravel is nothing but, so this is calculation of your material. How much material is required, right? The first thing is for quantity calculation. How much quantity is required, and this is for what? Labor component. So how much quantity you have to consolidate. What is the quantity of consolidation of the material that is required? So it is nothing but the same thing. Okay, so this will be required for your labor cost calculation. Okay, cost of your labor. Okay, so they'll ask you how much meter cube of your material is to be compacted. They will ask. So you have to tell. You have to calculate separately, and you have to tell. It is nothing but the same thing. It is nothing but the same. It may be different. Okay, but in this numerical, it is same. Okay, in any other, in your real life situation, it may be different. Okay, suppose you have to consolidate only the side part, and you have to not consolidate the central part. Then you have to exclude this part, and you have to calculate only for this and this, and you have to give the material as how much? 528. The consolidation quantity as 528. If you do not want to consolidate the central part, because there is no pavement. Okay, this is just an example I'm giving you. Okay, but in this numerical, we have to consolidate all the three. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So the quantity is same. Okay, so first part is quantity, second part is material, it is your labor component. Okay, labor component. Then third, the last thing is what your cement concrete layer, right? 1:3:6. Okay, so two number of tracks we have, right? Two number of tracks. 1000 is the length of your road. 0.8 is the width of each road. Okay, that is given in your question. 0.8 in your cross section it is given, and the thickness is also mentioned as 0.15. Okay, no compaction is needed for cement concrete, so do not add 1/3 over here. No compaction is to be done for a cement concrete. So write as it is, calculate the total quantity of material. Okay, so once this is done, you can prepare an abstract. Okay, quantity into rate will give you amount. Do not forget to add 3 and 5% extra. Okay, and then write the grand total. Okay, easy, right? No problem. If you didn't understand any part, please let me know. Understood? You have understood? No problem. Yes, are you there, guys, with me? Are you there? Kiran, are you there? Kiran, Mallikarjun. Kiran is understood. Krishna Badigar. No reply. Chetan Khot. Yes, okay. Okay, okay. So we shall move on. Let me just share a different screen. Okay, let me share the different screen for a next example. Okay, are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see the screen? Yes, sir, no, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So this is a different kind of cross section. You can see on the screen. A very different kind of cross section. So you have to prepare a bill for the quantity of 1 kilometer length. Okay, so 1 kilometer length is mentioned over here, capital L. No problem. Crete way. So they have given a shortcut way of writing concrete. So concrete, Crete, they have written it in short form, like you text in your WhatsApp. In that way, they have written in short form, concrete way shown in figure 2.23. The average depth of embankment, very important. The average depth they have given, no need of considering calculating exactly what is the depth over here, then depth over here. Okay, no need of taking it as a parallelogram or a trapezoid, but we are taking it directly as 0.6. The depth is given as average. No problem. So our calculation is reduced. Okay, and the side slopes are 2:1. Side slope is mentioned as 2:1. So this side slope is given as 2:1. Side slope. Also prepare abstract of cost consuming the suitable rates. Okay, so we have to prepare cost, that is your abstract. Okay, along with your quantity estimation. So this is regarding your question. So let us look into what is the cross section. So side slope, they have provided side slope. Next, after side slope, you can see there is hard muram filling, so it is this part. Okay, I'm drawing, follow my cursor. So this is your hard muram filling. So you have to calculate the quantities of all of these. Okay, hard muram filling, and in between these you have your 20 centimeter thick cement concrete, 20 centimeter thick cement concrete. Okay, so after hard muram and cement concrete, so we have to look into the dimensions. The dimensions. So this central part is 1 meter. Okay, then this part into in it is 0.6. Into in is 0.6. Then this side part. Okay, side part is how much? 0.1. Sorry, 0.3. 0.3, and then from here to here it is 1.5. Okay, so to calculate what is the total width? Can anyone calculate total width from here to here? From here to here, can anyone calculate and let me know what is the total width? Keep a calculator with you. Quickly you have to calculate an answer. Calculate quickly. No answer. From here, I'm asking from here to here. The total width. How much is it? You have a dimensions over here. You make use of these dimensions and try to calculate the total width. Let me zoom in for you if you are not able to see. Okay, now try to calculate quickly. You have to answer. How much is it? So I'll give you a hint if you want. You can divide this into half, calculate this, and then multiply by 2. Divide this total into half, use these dimensions, calculate this total, multiply by 2. You'll get the total length. Now try to find an answer. I need this total width.
4.6, sir.
4 point. How much?
5.8, sir.
5.8, correct, 5.8. So how have you got 5.8? Can you tell me? Answer is correct. So tell me the calculation part. So I have to explain. How have you got 5.8? You have given, you have guessed. Okay. You have answered in chat. Okay. Arihant 6.2 is wrong. Kiran 5.8 is correct. Bharati has gone wrong by 6.2. Jyoti and Jeevan are correct. Okay. So I think where you have gone wrong is you have considered 0.8. So do not consider 0.8. You have to consider this into in. Okay, into in is how much? 0.6. So do not consider this out to out. So 0.8 is from here to here, out to out it is. So do not consider 0.8. Okay. So this thing is correct, 5.8 is correct. So 1.5 plus 0.3 plus 0.6, this is 0.6. Okay, and half of 1, that is 0.5. Okay, half of 1, that is 0.5 into 2. If you do, you'll get 5.8. Okay, so this is the total width. Now one more thing we have to calculate. Okay, very important, one more thing. The thickness of your hard muram. Thickness of your hard muram, you have to calculate thickness of the hard muram. So this is 0.8. This out to out is 0.8. 0.8. So now can you tell me what is this thickness? This or this? I need these two thicknesses, or anyone you can tell. It is the same thing for all of it. How much?
0.1, sir.
0.1. So how have you got 0.1? 0.8 minus 0.6 divided by 2. Okay, divided by 2. So 0.2 divided by 2 is 0.1. So 0.1 is this thickness. Okay, it is throughout. 0.1 thickness is throughout. It is continuous. Okay, so remember that the thickness of your hard muram is 0.1. Okay, so thickness is done. All of it is done. Now I'll tell you how we will calculate. We will calculate a horizontal component separately like this, horizontal, and then vertical component separately will calculate. Okay, so that we'll get the total quantity of hard muram that is required. Okay, so after hard muram, rest all things are very easy. You have to calculate cement, concrete, and then this embankment. Okay, no problem. So the tricky thing here is hard muram, quantity calculation of your hard muram. Okay, so remember that the thickness of the hard muram is 0.1. Okay, 0.1. So moving on to calculation. So earthwork in excavation required. Earthwork in excavation. Okay, as you have calculated for in the previous type of numericals, right? Quantity is equals to BD square plus HD square into L. BD square plus HD square into L. So what is B? 5.8. 5.8 we know. What is D? 0.6 average depth of the embankment they have provided in question. S is what? Side slope 2 is given in question. D is 0.6 squared. Length of the road is 1000 meters. So we have got quantity. No problem. So that is done. Next, after quantity excavation, that is we have calculated this embankment quantity, this total what is required, right? So side slope is 2:1, and to top width we had calculated 5.8, right? Top width 5.8, no problem. Average depth of this is 0.6. Okay, so we have calculated that. Now moving on to hard muram quantity, calculation of your hard muram filling. So muram filling under concrete waste. So first what we will do, we'll calculate under your concrete waste. That is, this part will calculate first, this and then this. So what is the width? 0.8. Width is 0.8. Thickness is 0.1. Okay, thickness is 0.1. And 2 in number, right? 2 in number, one at the left, one at the right. Length is 1000 meters, right? The length of your road, 0.8. And the thickness is 0.1. Okay, so we have got under the concrete way. Under the concrete way is done. Next, between the concrete way, between the concrete ways is this part. Between, right? In between these two. So what is the length? What is the B value? 1 meter. What is the length value? Length value is 1000 meters. And what is the thickness? 0.1, right? 1001 and 0.1 is the thickness. So this is done. This is done. Next, top and side of concrete ways. Top and side of concrete ways. So top. So this is side. So this is your side, right? This is the side. So this is 2 in number, side 2 in number. So the length is 1000, 0.3 is the width, right? 0.3 is the width. 2 in number, 1 over here, 1 over here, right? 2 in number, width is 0.3, length is 1000. And what about thickness? Thickness is 0.1. Okay, so this is regarding top. Now what is left out? What is left out? These sides are left out. 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? 4 in number. 4 in number. So 4 in number, length is 1000, and the thickness or the height they have taken as 0.1. That is not mentioned anywhere over here. You can say the height is not mentioned. That is this, or the breadth, that is not mentioned anywhere. So they have assumed 0.1. So this will be given in your exam. Don't worry. So here that dimension is missing, but in exam they'll provide you all the dimensions. So whatever the height is there, you take that, and then this is the thickness of your hard muram. Okay, so we have calculated all the quantities hard muram, that is 360 meter cube. Total it is 360 meter cube. Now this hard muram is very loose. Okay, very loose. After compaction, it will get reduced in size very much. It will get reduced in size in a large quantity. So what you have to take, you have to add 30% bulk allowance, right? After compaction, it will become 360 meter cube. But the quantity that we have to order, you have to order 30% extra. Okay, 30% extra. So 30% extra of 360. Okay, add both of this, and the total quantity that is required. Okay, so it is 468 meter cube. Okay, this is one thing that you need to remember. For hard muram filling, you have to add 30% extra bulk allowance in supply. Okay, whatever quantity you have to order of your muram filling, it is 468. Okay, so this is regarding muram filling. So after muram filling is done, next. So after muram filling, we are left out with cement concrete, right? There, which we have laid in 1:2:4. Cement concrete here. This thing, cement concrete thick, 1:2:4. How many in number? 1 and 2. 2 in number. Okay, so laying and so for laying we'll come back. We'll come back to laying later. So cement concrete 2 in number, as I've told you, and 1000 is the length of your road. 0.6 is the width, right? 0.6 is the width. You can see over here, width of 1 to 0.6, and the thickness, it is 0.2. Thickness they have taken as 0.2. So this quantity, I think it is also missing. This height 0.2 is missing, so they have assumed it, but this will be given in our exam. Okay, such dimensions will not be missing in exam. Okay, so 240 meter cube. 240 meter cube is for cement concrete. Now coming back to this laying, okay, we have first thing what we have done over here is quantity calculation. Quantity. Now this is regarding laying and compaction of your hard muram. Laying and compaction. This is your labor component, as I've told you, labor component. Then what is the required? What is the quantity that is required to consolidate, okay, lay and consolidate. So we are consolidating only the top surface, right? We are consolidating this surface will be compacting and not the inside part, right? Inside part will not be compacting. So only we'll run our bulldozer or whatever compaction machine on this surface, right? This surface. So we need to know this, what is this length? So what is this length? So we can calculate 0.3 plus 0.6 plus 0.5, right? Half. So into 2. So how much is it? 0.3 plus 0.6 plus 0.5 into 2. It is 2.8, right? 2.8. So 1 in number, and then 1000 is the length and 2.8 meter is the width. Okay, no, it is no depth calculation over here. We have to calculate in meter square. Surface area, okay, it is the surface area. So imagine this is the surface area. Okay, let me just clear. So this is the surface area, and what about what is the length? This is the length. Okay, 1000 meters or 1 kilometer you have to compact, right? This is the area which you need to consolidate. So we are calculating it in surface area, not so the depth is not considered. This depth is not considered. Okay, so laying and compaction and all the things are done. So after that you can prepare our abstract. Okay, prepare our abstract. Do not forget to add 2% and 3% and then write the grand total. Rates are given in a question. Rate will be given, okay, in your question. So is this numerical clear? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Have you understood, guys? No problem.
Yes, sir.
Others, please let me know. This is a tricky one. I know it is a bit difficult to understand, so I'm asking. Have you understood? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Others also need to reply, please. At least for this numerical.
Yes, understood, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Shall we move on to the next one?
No, sir.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
Yakre. Why? Give me a solid, give me a concrete reason for not to continue.
Breakfast ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
Breakfast ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಆರಾಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ. We'll finish at 10:30. Okay, we'll finish at 10:30. And then you can go for a breakfast. Okay, so moving on to next, we'll try to solve 1 or 2 more and then we'll finish up. Okay, so this fifth one, okay, this fifth one, we will not look into this fifth one because there is no cross section provided and there are many details are missing from this one. This cross section is not provided and many things are missing. So from this given statement, we have to prepare our quantity calculation and we have to prepare our table. So while preparing the table, we have observed that many things are missing. Okay, so we'll try to skip this one and we'll not go into this one. If you can read, I'll provide this in your notes. You can go through this. If you don't understand any of this part, let me know. Okay, so many quantities are missing. Cross section is also not given. That is also missing. So because of that, we'll skip this one. We'll move on to your sixth numerical. That is this one. So are you able to see the cross section? Is it clear? Cross section. Are you able to see the cross section?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear now? Okay. So what kind of road is this? What kind of road is this? Which type of road is this? Answer quickly so that I can leave you. Flexible pavement, right? Flexible pavement. This is an example of a flexible pavement. So what is flexible pavement made up of? Tell me, what is the surface coat made up of? Top layer. Sorry, I didn't get you. What is it made up of? Top layer. No answer. Is it made up of concrete?
Asphalt.
asphalt, right? Asphalt. So it is either made up of bitumen or tar. Bitumen or tar. It is flexible compared to a concrete. It is very flexible. Concrete is very rigid. It is like a slab, right? It does not flex. It does not bend, right? It tries to resist the load, right? But here it is flexible. It does not resist much. It will it will bend and it will transfer your load. Right? This is a flexible one. So you have tar or asphalt or bitumen or any other flexible material, or usually in layman terms we call as damper, right? Damper. So that is what we will be using on top. Okay. So below that we have many other layers. Below your top layer we have many other layers. So this is what is called as a metal road. Okay. So it consists of what? Base course called as soling. So the bottommost part layer or the bottommost layer is called as soling. Then we have bearing course on top of soling, and then on top of that, the topmost course is called a wearing course, right? Which is under wear and tear. Okay, so wearing course. So there's a topmost layer. This is our inner layer, and then this is our bottommost layer called as soling, or it is soling. So metal road consists of 3 layers, as I've told you, and many coats. Okay, many coats are provided on top. 2 or 3 layers are provided on top, so that your road has attained proper strength, and it is able to hold your vehicles on top of it. Okay, so let us just go through the description. So prepare a detailed and abstract estimate of the construction of new state highway for 1 kilometer length. Okay, length is 1 kilometer. Remember now, L is equals to 1 kilometer or 1000 meters. Formation width of the road is 10 meters. Formation width of the road is 10 meters. You can observe formation width is given over here. Formation width is 10 meters. The average height of bank is 1 meter. No problem. So average height is 1 meter. So we need not consider this slope. Okay, while calculation of the earthen embankment, no need of taking the slope. Direct will take small d as 1 meter. No problem. Side slope is 2:1. Side slope is mentioned over here. Side slope is 2:1. No problem. The metal width of road is 3.7. 3.7 is the metal road width. Okay, from here you can observe, from here till here it is 3.7 meters. Okay. And 3 coats of metalling are provided. 3 coats are provided. Okay, this is not just a single coat. There are 3 coats which are provided. Okay, the surface shall be finished with 2 coats of painting. So by painting, it is not like you paint your house. It is a different kind of painting wherein we have a mixture of your grit. Okay, mixture of grit, grit plus bitumen or tar. So this is totally what is called as paint. Okay, paint. Okay, so not your regular kind of paint which you apply for your walls. That is not here applied over here. Okay, assume locally prevailing rates suitably. Okay, so this is the description given. Now we have to calculate the quantities, okay, of this particular road. So let us look into detail. Okay, for this cross section, first cross section of the road is given. Okay, so the bottommost layer, what I told, bottommost layer is called as soling. Bottommost layer is called as soling. So layer compacted to 8 centimeters. Okay, layer is compacted to 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters. Okay, it has boulders of 15 centimeter. Boulders meaning large sized aggregate, very large size aggregate. So 15 centimeter is the size of one aggregate. You can see they have placed these stones at the bottom. So the size, average size of this is 15 centimeters, 5 centimeters. So it is the size of your small scale, right? Small scale. You can imagine what is the size of this. So it is 15 centimeters. So very large size boulders. So we called large size aggregate as boulders. They are placed at the bottom. So I have to use 8 centimeters. Okay, 8 centimeters as a depth. Do not use 15 centimeters. Don't take 15 centimeters. It is the size of the rocks that is used. But the thickness of the layer is 8 centimeters. Remember, okay, don't make a mistake while writing down. Now, the bottom layer is done. What is the length of your bottom layer? Length of your bottom layer, width, or what we call as B. Okay, L is common for everyone. L is common, that is 1000 L is 1000. What about B? What about B? It is 3.7 plus 15 centimeter over here offset. They have shown, okay, 15 centimeter on this side, 15 centimeter on this side. 3.7 plus 0.15 plus 0.15, it is 4 meters. Correct, 4 meters. What about the depth? Depth, we will look whether they have taken 8 centimeter or whether they have taken some extra quantity, because this is after consolidation. It is 8 centimeter after consolidation. So before consolidation, whether they have taken or whether they have taken directly 0.8 as the depth, right, in centimeters, sorry, 8 centimeters, whether they have taken 8 centimeters or whether they have taken some extra quantity over here, we'll check. So this is regarding your bottom soling. Next, moving on to our next, on the top of soling, what is provided? The inner layer. On inner layer, which is this, okay, this dark color layer, you can see your dark, okay, layer compacted to 8 centimeters. So this is also 8 centimeter in thickness, okay, inner coat, we call that as inner coat. It is made up of 12 centimeter, okay, 12 centimeter loose, okay, the thickness is 12 centimeters in loose condition, and then it is compacted to 8 centimeters. Okay, so here they have mentioned clearly in this layer, but for the bottom layer they have not mentioned. So the depth which you have to take is 0.12. 0.12, clearly they have mentioned loose. Okay, so 50 mm is the size of the stone ballast. Do not take 50 mm as your depth. It is the size of a stone ballast. Okay, so now what is the B value? B value, can anyone tell me what is the B value and L value? L value I'll write down, it is very easy, 1000. What is B? For our inner layer, this dark color layer at the bottom, you can see. What is that? What is B of that? It is mentioned over here. 3.7, right? 3.7. Okay, so this is for a inner layer. So on top of that, we have one more layer. On top of that, we have one more layer, which is made up of 40 mm gauge stone ballast, which is made up of 40 mm gauge stone ballast, 12 centimeter loose. It is also same as the previous layer. So 12 centimeter loose. Breadth is also same. Length will also be the same. Okay, length will also be the same. Okay. On top of that, we have first coat and second coat of painting. Right, first coat and second coat of painting. As they have told you, we have 2 coats of painting, right? So you have to add these 2 coats of painting. Okay, so one more quantity we are left out, one more quantity after this. So that is what is left out is this brick edge, brick on the edge. Okay, you can see this quantity over here. Okay, this is calculated in running meters. Okay, running meters, RM, which we represent as, you have to calculate in running meters. So I'll tell you how to calculate exactly. Okay, so now this is just an overview. I have provided overview. Now let us look into in detail how we exactly prepare your table. Okay, so remember the quantities which I have mentioned over there. Okay, so first calculation of your earthen embankment, calculation of our earthen embankment, BD squared plus SD squared. Okay, BD squared plus SD squared into L. So what is B? What is B? It is formation width 10. What is D? 1 meter. D is 1 meter. I've shown over here. S is what? 2. S is 2. Side slope. Okay. So B into D plus HD squared into L. So we get a total quantity. Okay, no problem over here. Next, moving on, you have to provide plantation on the side. Okay, plantation on the side slope to protect against erosion, right? If you do not provide some pitching, some stone pitching, or if you do not provide this plantation, right, the side slope, okay, this side slope, it will just erode when your rain occurs. Okay, it will start to loosen, your soil will lose, and it will start to erode. Your soil will start to get loose. It will just run off. So you have to provide some plants over here at the side. You have to provide plants over here, or you have to provide stone pitching. Okay, so what they have done over here is they have provided plants. They have provided small plants over here. So you have to calculate the surface area. Okay, you have to calculate the surface area. So follow my cursor. This is the length. Okay, this is the side slope length which you have to consider, and then it has to be considered over the total length of your road. Okay, total length. So what is this? What is this? So this side slope length, how we calculate, as I've told you in the previous class, we will use this formula. We will use this formula, that is 2 into D into square root of s square plus 1 square root of s square plus 1. Why is this 2 multiplied over here? Because we have two side slopes, right? One over here, side slope 1 and 2. So two side slopes, so 2 into d into square root of s square plus 1. So 2 into 1, that is d is 1 meter, right? The average depth of your embankment. Then side slope is 2 plus 1. So this is the side slope. Okay, and as I've told you, you have to multiply by the length, 1 kilometer. Okay, so side slope length into 1 kilometer will give you the total square meter of what we have to plant. Square meter area of where you need to plant your grass. Okay, we are planting grass. Okay, so this is for protection, okay, in square meters. Next, you have to calculate for metaling, that is for your road now. Moving on to your road. So preparation of subgrade, this quantity they have calculated extra. This quantity they have calculated extra. They have not mentioned anywhere, but they have calculated. So now let me explain what exactly they have done over here. So you can skip on this part, you can skip, no problem. Or if you want to calculate, if you remember and if you are confident you want to do it in exam, okay, you can do it. So it is 4 meters in width and 1000 meter in length. 4 meter in width and 1000 meter in length. So what is that? So 4 meter, as I've told you, it is this part from here to here, right? 4 meter, 15 centimeter offset, considering 3.7 plus 0.15 plus 0.15. That is how much? 4 meter, right? 4 meter. So before you lay all these layers, before we lay these 3 layers, we have to prepare our this base, right? We have to prepare our base. So it is not in depth. It is not in depth. Sorry. So you have to prepare the base before we lay all these 3 layers. So what is the length? 4 meters. And what is the length which we need to prepare? What is the length? It is totally the length which is the road of your length of your road, that is 1000, right? This surface area we are preparing, and not in depth. So depth quantity will not come in this calculation. Okay, let me just draw once more here. So 4 meter is the width of your road. Okay, width of your layer, bottommost layer, and then this is the length of your road. So we are preparing this surface. Suppose this is 1000 meters. So we are preparing this surface before we start laying our bottommost layer, right? Boulders and all. Before laying, we will prepare this layer. We'll prepare this layer. We'll make it level. We'll make it clean. Okay. So preparing this layer, they have added one more extra. They have added one more extra quantity. Preparation of subgrade, they have added, and then they have calculated the quantity, that is 4 into 1000, that is 400 square meter. Okay, so this is not a compulsion. If you remember in exam, you can do it. Not a compulsion. Okay, soling coat. Now the bottommost coat I have told you, it is called as soling coat. So it is made up of stone boulders of 15 centimeters, right? Stone boulders. So as I've shown, it is 1 in number, 1000 meter is the length, 4 meter is the width, and the thickness they have considered as 0.15. Okay, thickness they have considered as 0.15. So here they have mentioned that after compaction it has become 8 centimeters, but initially they have taken it as 15 centimeters. They have taken extra. They have taken how much extra? They have taken the size of the boulders itself. Okay, the size of the boulders is what is the thickness of the layer initially, and then it is compacted to 8 centimeters. So as I've told you, we have to consider always the initial laying thickness, initial laying. So it is 15 centimeters. So I have taken 15 centimeters to calculate. Okay, so the first part is regarding quantity. Second part is regarding labor component. As I've told you, labor component, the quantity is same. Okay, quantity is same, no problem. Next, after your base coat is done, then your intermediate coat, which is called as inner coat or an intercoat, okay, which is in between your top and your bottom coat. Okay, now the quantity calculation. Width is 3.7, height is 12 centimeter. 12 centimeter, they have clearly mentioned in the cross section. Okay, this is your quantity. This is your labor component. And then moving on to top coat. So stone ballast of 40 mm gauge, So length is same, width is also same, thickness is also same. You can see in the cross section, it is also 12 centimeters. This is also 12 centimeters. This is also 12 centimeters. Okay, so 12 centimeters quantity is coming same. Okay, so one is, this is your quantity component, this is your labor component. Okay, all of these are having two. First is quantity component, second is labor component. Okay, everything you have to write double. No problem. After your layers are done, we have to calculate for painting. You have to calculate for painting as they have told in description. You have to calculate, or sorry, we have to do 2 coats of painting. You have to do how many number of coats? You have to do 2 number of coats. So this is first coat, and then after that we have your second coat. So first coat of painting, okay, with road tar, okay, with road tar. So as I've told you, we have stone grit and then we have paint. In your painting, we have 2 number of materials. We have 2 materials, that is, one is stone grit, one is paint, or your binding tar, right? So these 2 quantities make up your paint. Okay, stone grit of 20 mm gauge. So this is not given in our question. This is also not given in our question. They have directly assumed, okay, they have directly assumed the quantity. So we will be using this quantity in our further numericals also. Okay, so 220 and 1.35, 220 and 1.35. Remember these 2 quantities. Okay, now let me explain in detail what they have done over here. So stone grit of 20 mm gauge at 1.35 meter cube percentage meter square. So the length, no question about length, it is 1000 meters, no problem. What about the width? Width is also 3.7, no problem. 3.7, that is the top width, right? 3.7 is this width, no problem. What about the depth? Depth, they have nowhere mentioned about the depth. So what about the depth? They have taken 1.35 by 100 as the depth. So this quantity is not given. So we have to take it from this depth. We have to take from this quantity. Okay. So 1.35 meter cube. So volume by area will give you your depth. As I've told you, volume by area is equal to D. So volume, they have mentioned clearly 1.35 meter cube. No problem. What about the area? No mention of area is over here. No mention of area. So a percentage they have mentioned, percentage. So percentage, when we use percentage, it is nothing but 100, right? We divide our number by 100 when we are using percentage, right? So in the previous numerical, if you recall, it was given as 0.25 meter cube, okay, 0.25 meter cube per 100 square meters, it was mentioned, right? So this per 100 is taken as percentage. So they have written in symbol. Okay, per 100 is written as symbol, per 100 meter square. So it is 100. So if you see this percentage symbol, so you have to take 100. Okay, remember, if you see a percentage symbol, it is nothing but per 100 meter square. Okay, similarly, you can see over here 220 kg percentage meter square. So it is nothing but 220 divided by 100. That will give you your depth. So that you can see over here. So have you understood this part? What is that percentage? Have you understood? Yes or no? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. So moving on. So remember this quantity, okay? They have not provided anywhere this quantity, so you have to remember, okay? Even if they do not give you in your question, make a note of these quantities, okay? For stone grit, okay, it is 1.35. For paint or binding tar, it is 220 kg. It is not meter cube, it is kg. Okay, remember it is kg, not meter cube. So stone grit, as I've told you, 1 in number, length into breadth into depth. Okay, you will get your quantity. Similarly, for painting, it is 1000 into breadth into depth. You will get your quantity in kgs. Okay, so this is regarding your quantity. These two are regarding your quantity. Now laying, third thing is laying of this, right? Laying of your first coat of paint. So what is the surface area? 3.7 is the surface width, and you have to provide throughout the length of your road, right? Throughout the length, that is 1000 meters. So 3.7 into 1000 is the surface area which we will need to lay. So that is the quantity of laying, 3700 square meters. Okay, quantity of laying you have to calculate in square meters. Okay, so first coat of paint. Okay, first coat of paint, as I've told you, stone grit, paint and laying. First coat of paint, so it is stone grit, painting, or a binding tar, and then laying. Sorry, we have gone down, we have to go over here. So after first coat, we have to do your second coat. We are done with first coat, we have to do your second coat. So why we have not multiplied this by 2? Okay, because the material is same, right? Material is same. If you just multiply this by 2, because we are applying it two coats, right? Why we have not multiplied 2 for each of this? Why have we not multiplied 2? Because this laying or this quantity, okay, this thing is different for our second coat. Okay, we have to not use the same thing for our second coat. Okay, so laying will be same, laying quantity is same, but this quantity calculation, okay, quantity, this thing is not same for our second layer. We have to use half. Okay, so the first coat is very thick, the second coat is thin. Okay, it is half of it. So it will be what? 1.35 by 2 and 220 by 2. Okay, so that is what we have done over here. You can see it is 0.75 meter cube per percentage, and it is 120. It is almost half. It is not equal to half, but for you to remember, I have told you one trick. So it is almost equal to half. So 0.75 and 120. So we have not considered over there itself. We have calculated separately. Okay, length will be the same, breadth will be the same, but the depth will vary. Similarly, for bitumen, length is same, width is same, but the depth is varying. Okay, so laying quantity is same, no problem about in the laying quantity is same. Okay, now we are done with painting. Now the last thing that is left out is this brick. Okay, brick on edge. So we have to calculate this brick on edge as what? Running meters. As I've told you, we have to calculate in running meters. So what is the running meter? So on each side you have this brick edge that is provided, right? Each side we have been provided with this brick edge. So what is the length? 1000 meters, right? 1000 meters. On this side 1000 and on this side 1000. So totally it is how much? 2 into 1000. Right? So it is 2000 running meters, 2000 running meters. But here they have made a mistake. They have taken 1. Okay, you have to take 2 because you have brick on both the edges, right? Bricks on both the edges, on one side, also on the other side. So it will be equal to 2000. Okay, so remember this. So now preparing an abstract. So nothing but quantities you have to mention, all the quantities, multiply them with the rates. Okay, they will provide you with the rates in the question. Okay, multiply them by the rates, calculate the total. Okay, calculate the total quantity, and then do not forget to add 2% and 3%. Then you can calculate the grand total. Okay, so abstract preparation is very easy. No, do not worry about abstract preparation. Just write down the quantities, multiply them by the rate. Okay, so is this numerical clear, guys? Is this, if you have any doubt in any of the calculation, please let me know. I hope you have understood. If you did not understand, if you want me to explain any of the quantity calculation, please let me know. Are you there with me, guys? Yes or no? Arihant has kept one nice display picture. I think it is a compactor, right? It is a rolling compactor, a rolling and vibrating compactor.
Sir, JCB, sir.
Hey, it is not a JCB. It is JCB is the name of the company. But that machine is a vibratory compaction machine. It provides compaction as well as vibration.
Sir, now roller.
Roller, that is what roller is used for. What roller is used for? What roller is used for? Compaction, right? Compaction of your layer. So it is a roller compactor, roller vibratory compactor to be precise. Okay, so nice profile picture, Aryan. So have everyone understood this numerical? Is it clear, guys? No problem. Please reply. So you can see there are 23 number of you here, but nobody is replying. Okay, Chetan has understood, Samreen has understood, others. Yes, please reply.
Yes, sir.
This is a difficult numerical, so please reply whether you have understood or not. So I think many of your friends have uh, have joined the meeting and they have gone into the dream world, back to sleep. Please reply, whoever is here, please reply whether you are there with me. Kishore is raising his hand. He's too tired to reply.
Sir, yes, sir, present.
Okay. Okay. So this is regarding your flexible pavement. Okay. Flexible pavement. So moving on to your eighth one. Okay. Eighth one. So do not worry. They have not given you a cross section, but it is very easy. Eighth one is also very easy. Even if they have not given you the cross section, all the quantities are mentioned. All the quantities are mentioned in detail. Let me just zoom in. So with this quantities which they have mentioned, you can prepare a cross section. You can draw yourself a cross section. Okay. So let us draw, and you can practice this as a homework. Okay. I'll draw the cross section. I'll help you in understanding. You can practice this in as a homework example. Okay. So prepare a detailed estimate for the following item of work for construction of a tar road. Okay. It is a flexible pavement. 265 kilometer in length, very long, 265 kilometer. Okay, so what will be in meters? 265 into 1000, that is 000. So this is in meters that you have to multiply, or what you have to write in your tabular column. Okay, 265 100,000. It is a two-lane. Okay, it is a two-lane road with an island park. That is, in between you have a median. Okay, so this is your first lane, then you have an island or a gap in between, and then this is your second lane. Okay, second lane. Okay, what is the formation width? 18 meters. Formation width is 18 meters. This is your 18 meters formation width, or a top width. No problem. Average height of bank. Okay, we have some banking which is provided. Okay, so this is, consider this as a banking, and then this average height is given as what? 1.2 meters. No problem. What about side slope? Side slope is mentioned as 2:1. 2:1. No problem. So now, metalled width on either side of the island for roadway is 4 meter. Okay, so we have a metal road. Okay, on top of this. So each of this is 4 meter. 4 meter. This is also 4 meter. This is also 4 meter. Okay. Soling coat. Okay, the bottommost coat, soling coat for road. Okay, and island, as well as island, is 9.8 meters. So I'll draw this separately for the section. Okay, so considering your island that is in between, and also for your road, right? So this is your soling coat. So what is the width of this soling coat? It is 9.8. Considering your pavement, considering your top surface, or your pavement, also your intermediate island, or your gap, or a median. Okay, so this is totally 9.8. Then the thickness of it is 200 mm. No problem. The intercoat, or the coat which is provided on this intercoat is provided for each lane, 15 centimeter thick. So what I've drawn is wrong. That is not provided entirely. It is just provided below. It is just provided below your road, which is 4 meter in width. Okay, so it is provided like this, 4 meter in width. Then you have a gap, and then 4 meter over here. So this is our intercoat. Okay, and the thickness is 15 centimeters. So each of this is 4 meter in width. Okay, no problem. Next, moving on, top coat. Top coat is provided. On top of this intercoat, we have a top coat. Okay, 4 meter in width. Each is 4 meter in width, and the thickness is 15 centimeters. Okay. Then we have the side walls, okay, side walls which will be calculated in running meters. Okay, just have, as we have calculated for your brick edge, no brick edge, similarly there will be this side wall which is provided, which will calculate in running meters. Okay, so the size is given, so in only in running meters, what that is the length of the brick edge that you have to calculate. No problem. Filling island with fertilizer soil 60 centimeter thick. So you have to fill this central part with soil. So the thickness of this is 60 centimeter. Okay, 60 centimeter thick soil you have to fill over here in between. Okay, in between. Surface is finished with 2 coats of bituminous paint to each layer. So on top of this, you have 2 layers of paint. 2 layers of paint. So for painting, like we have done in your previous calculation, okay, the same thing you can follow and you can calculate 2 layers of paint on the top of this. Okay. So similarly, you can calculate all of those. So quantity calculation is BD squared plus PD plus HD squared into L. Okay, for quantity. And then moving on to your other things, I'll give you an overview. You can practice later on in your notebook. Okay, as I've told you, length is 265,000. Okay, and then width 9.8 is the formation width, right? Sorry, it is not formation, it is a soling coat. Okay, 9.8. 0.2 is the thickness that they have mentioned. Okay, similarly for intercoat you can calculate. Okay, intercoat first is for laying, that is for quantity. Second is for labor component. Similarly for top coat, quantity and then labor component. Then for painting, okay, for painting, as I've told you, you have to use this 1.35 meter cube percentage meter square, that is for depth. Similarly for paint, 220, and then half of this will be used, half of both of these will be used for a second coat, 0.75 and 120. Okay, not exactly half, but it is similar to half. Okay, so this is done. Next, after our first layer of paint, then you have a second layer of paint. Okay, and then laying quantity separately, that is third laying quantity. And then in running meters, as I've told you, you can calculate your side wall that is made up of stone, granite stone. Okay, so you'll get your running meters. So after this, if they have given you the rates, you can calculate the abstract. So here they have not provided the rates. If you want to prepare the abstract, you can take the abstract from the the rates from the previous numerical. Okay, and you can calculate or you can prepare the abstract. Okay, so this is your 9th one. You can practice at your home in your notebook. Okay, if you have any doubt, then you can let me know. Okay, so shall we move on to the next numerical?
Sir, enough, sir. 10 ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತು sir.
ಇದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬಂತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಪಟ್ ಅಂತ. Others are not replying, meaning they have no problem.
Sir, enough, sir.
Is it enough?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, I think you have had enough. So 8th I have explained. Okay, 8th I have explained. Now we are left out only with the last numerical, 9th one. Okay, so I'll provide you this note. It is very easy. So cross section and all the dimensions are given. Okay, you can go through this, and if you have any doubt, you can let me know. Okay, so with this, your problems for your this thing are over. For your road estimation is over. So with this, your second module is over. Okay, so you can see that we are done with the module 2. We are done with module 2. Okay, so we have a few problems for practice. I will provide you these notes. You can go through this, and if you have any doubt in any of the calculation, you can let me know. Okay, so with this, we are done with your second module. Okay, no problem. So we are done with the first module. We are done with second module, and in next class we will start with your third module. So from now on, entire thing is your entire syllabus that is left out is theory. Okay, specifications is left out, then contracting, tendering, and then tendering process and all those things are left out. Okay, so entire thing is theory. So we'll finish the theory part quickly so that you have time for other things. Okay, so first and second module is numerical solving, and now from now onwards everything is theory. Okay, so if you have any doubt in calculation in any of the numericals, please let me know, and make sure you practice a lot. because practice is very important for this subject, okay, especially for first and second module. So practice, I'll send you these notes, and then if you have any doubt, let me know. So is it fine for today's class? No problem. Shall we end your session over here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So please type in your attendance. Type in only your USN. Please type in only your USN. Do not type in your name. Name will already be recorded. Please type in your USN.
Sir, today Ningana's birthday is there.
Today what?
No, Ningana birthday, sir.
Yardri Ninganna.
Sir, Ningana, sir.
So what we'll do is we'll sing a song for Ninganna. Just wait. Ninganna.
Ningana.
Do not leave the session, okay? Do not leave the session. Wait. I'll stop the recording first after you type in your attendance. Okay, everyone has typed in their attendance, no problem. Okay.